Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing I'm calling it a 5-color control deck. It felt very control-y to me. Really, there's not that much control to it. But, between Ossification and Sunfall and Drag to the bottom, that's 3 big cards that'll wipe the board. Oh, a Leyline Binding. Yeah, so yeah, control. If you want to see what else this deck does other than just take out creatures, stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, recently condemned by the Space Pope for gratuitous alien nudity, Dr. You Can't Suck It. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. You Can't Suck It. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck that I found over on the Aether Hub, which they entitled 5-color. 5-color, put up there by the MTGA-Assistant. And I called it 5C Control because I felt it was awfully control-y when I did my little test plays for it. I tell you what, this thing's got a 74% win rate, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I assume it's going to be because we're going to be wiping the board and not letting people have creatures or something. All right, so really quickly, let's take a look at the cards that are in this deck. We'll talk a little bit about what it's supposed to do, and then we'll go out and we'll introduce ourselves to our opponent's fine-looking first cousins. All right, what do we got here? We got Ossification. So this is pin down a creature or planeswalker, little land draw, 4/4 flyer with lifelink that has the ability to pound potentially 2 or 4 points of damage, depending on how much extra mana you got. Drag to the bottom can do up to -5/-5 to each creature. Yep. And this one gets you some lands, and if you crack it open, you'll get a 4/4 hasty vigilant dude, who is also a mana elf. Sunfall wipes the board and gives you a pod bebe equal to the number of creatures you just exiled. Exile's nice in this situation, it's not destroy. Leyline Binding, exile stuff, Breach the Multiverse. Each player mills 10 cards, and then you could choose a permanent, what are you going to play on? A creature or planeswalker from each player's graveyard. So, and you put it right into the battlefield. So suck it, you get stuff, and you mill things like crazy. Etali comes out, and your opponent exile, or what was this? Each player exiles from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, at which point then you can cast those without paying their mana costs. So you get to just do whatever the heck that stuff is. Also, he becomes he's a 7/7 that you could, if you have 9 and or 10 mana, you could turn him into a indestructible trampling 11/11, which is fantastic. Herd Migration, you can essentially put out 5 3/3 beasts, or you can use this to go get another mana if you need it, which I find I do a lot of times. Atraxa is a 7/7 who's got practically everything but haste. He's got flying, vigilance, death touch, lifelink. And when it enters the battlefield, you get to reveal the top 10 cards of your library, and for each card type, you can grab one of those types and put it into your hand. The rest of them go on the bottom of your library in any order. Beyond that, we've got like pretty much every tricolor land out there, super slow. Some regular lands and a Boseiju, which allows you to get rid of artifacts, enchantments, or non-basic lands, but then they get to draw a land to replace it. All right, so what are we doing? We're controlling the board earlier, maybe ramping a little bit of lifelink built in there. But at the end, we're dropping it down to basically looking through everybody's graveyards for stuff, putting out a whole truckload of 3/3s, and pretty much picking whatever we want, which is going to be awesome stuff, most likely, and just being able to play it. Once we bust that 7 mana thing, there's no stopping us. All right, so before we got there to start killing people, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Whoa, I can't believe I screwed that up. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. Alright, playing against Darth Vader. That is a name I heard for a long time now. 23, slow as can be. Hope you don't go against aggro. Darth Vader. Alright, man. Let's see this. Pick something with a little white in it. That sounds good. White and green. Alright, so that means that Spara's headquarters are our first choice here. We're not going to be able to ossify anything for a while. But we do want all three of them eventually out. That'd be turn 4 for Topiary Stomper. I'm going to shut off the int. Because ints, I hate it when they make their stupid whiny noises. At first I thought they were pretty chill, but yeah, then they got really annoying. I mean, they're way better than the goblins, I'll tell you that. And looks like we're playing against an aggro red. That's not cool for us. We do have 2 ossifies, though, which we can start putting out on turn 3. Unless we could pick up a better land on this next turn. I'm not particularly worried about the Epicure, though. That dude is only going to be doing 1 point of damage to me per turn. Just hold out for whatever else. What else has he got up here? Rakdos? Alright. He's playing this, and he's probably got that Forge. I don't have anything to take out the Forge. Alright, I could take that out, but you know what? I really don't care. So let's go slow. Okay, I'll have 2 greens, and I can put this out for Topiary Stomper on the next turn. Topiary Stomper! He's just a bush. Here you go, Cubert. Enjoy some Energon cubes. Gotta keep on fish fed. You don't want to overfeed him, otherwise he'll get fat. So I'll be taking 4 points next turn. If I do this, I can get myself... Let's just go for it. I got to sacrifice a little bit early on here. What do I have? I'll have every color. It'll be fine. So I probably need a double red. I need 2 whites. Do I have 2 whites? I will, but that's not enough. I'll be slow when my next turn is a problem. See, he's 7, 7, 7. I just got a couple of ossifications. I could take out both those guys, but they're going to cause me a lot of trouble between here and then. Need some board wipes, but board wipes don't take out. That's our planeswalkers. Down to 12. We got a lot of deck between here and 7. It's somehow we ended up with not that. Ooh, he gives up on the Forge. On the Anvil. Don't try to tempt me into doing that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do both a Topiary Stomper and an Ossification on the next turn. Let's go, Joe. I can get to 7 if I can pick up a land on this next turn. Yet nothing, man. Okay, there you go. And I did pick up a land. Excellent. Topiary Stomper. I don't have more black, do I? Let's grab I don't know, red just in case. Ossification. Let's put it on the red. Steal that guy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. This Topiary Stomper's looking good. Might want to throw something away. I love everything I got, but do I have 3 turns worth of everything I got? He's only got 2 cards. That's lifelink there, baby. There's a kill. I'm going to take the 2 because lifelink will be great. I'm getting down super low. Somehow I still think I could pull this out. That's so weird, isn't it? That's it, man. That's the only thing you got. All right, you're down to 5. I'm going to go for lifelink. I'm going to do the Atraxa. Because that's all I can do is an Atraxa. Single card kill. I'm out of this game. Damn it, that's the problem. She doesn't have ward. Etali was going to bring me 2 other dudes, probably. Let's do that. Ooh, I got an anvil. And lots of guys. And everybody is a smoker. So they come into the battlefield, catch their breath. I'm like, come on out here. And they just jog out there and they're all like, gotta catch breath. Hold on just a second, man. Hold on. I can't take another 2 hit. I'm gonna have to get rid of something. What's it gonna be? Breach the Multiverse. I'll be able to bring 2 guys back to my battlefield. This has got the lifelink. I need lifelink so bad. I'm going to have to get rid of Breach the Multiverse. That is ridiculous. But at least I got 100 guys on the battlefield. I got to take out Nixilis. I should just worry about the battlefield for the moment. Not risk to go for that guy's throat as much. You get to kill your only other dude. You're going kind of slow there, Darth Vader. Oh, Leyline Bind. I'll go for Atraxa. Why not? I threw one away, right? This is always really good. Let's just do that. We got a lot of guys playing defense. He's got nothing in his hand. You have 30 life, but I got like 100 dudes. You could save your Obnixilis by throwing all your guys in front of Etali. And you choose to do none of it. Whoa, that was a sacrifice for no reason. You know, this is just garbage to me. I don't know how many artifacts coming out to sacrifice. I can sacrifice itself, but all I get out of the deal is 1 damage, 1 life. He's going to pop both those guys. I've already picked my next 2. There we go. Don't care. My turn. All right. Next, number 1. I really need to waste that much. You got nothing to protect with. Alright, let's do another herd migration. Oh, wrong one! Stupid! Oh, the humanity! I wanted 100 more guys. Alright, well, I got to land out of the deal. You know what they say, you shouldn't be drinking and playing magic cards. I'm not drinking. That's just stupidity right there. Shh. Minions don't talk. Resolve. Alright, man, you got 1 card. Is that going to do it? Nope, it's not. Victory! Alright, playing against Marci. Slowest lands in all Texas. We're working away at Topiary Stomper. We got 1 green, green, green. We got lots of greens. Then against Enchantment Selesnya yet again. Alright, by doing that, we can get to this. What do I need here? Got blue. We just don't seem to be able to find blue very easily. Invasion of Zendikar is going to rocket us up to where we need to be at. Black. Let's go for white, I guess. All right, so if we go for herd migration, we'll have lots of guys, which is hard for him to overcome. Possibly be shooting up a shooting gallery, which will then wipe out his hand. He's got a blue there, though. That's not very pleasant. All right, we've only got 8, so my choice is whether to put out a bunch of guys or to ossify. I'm thinking ossify is the way to go. One, two, three, four, five, six. Just put this out, call it good. Oh, can't do another one, can I? All right, let's just see what we can get. I'm an international man of action. Let's just call it. All right, pass the ball. Pass the rock, yo. Oh, breach. Let's just do it. That's always fun. Yes. Do I have extra for that? Just one. And we win! 20 points up, and he's gone. Victory! All right, we're playing against camsirrah. Camsirrah. I don't know. 1 and 3. Let's keep it. There's a 3. We got 2 greens. Good. Weird having a blue, actually. We need red, white. Yep, red, white. Let's say no to the dragons. Way too uppity. You need double reds if you want to play Etali at any point. Okay, we got 2 blacks. I guess I should have gone for red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7, 7, 7, 7. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still need 1 more mana after what I've got. Both of us are just racing for lands. We're just ramping at the moment. Possibly play a mirror match. Got a lot of awesome, but yeah, they cost a lot of cheese, a lot of cheddar there. What's you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at the same level. Neither of us could do anything. Let's wipe the board because I can. You got his 7th. You got them all, man. I think we're playing the same deck, essentially. He got the jump on me by getting that extra mana before I did. And that manaless turn. I still gotta dig for it like a sucker. He's gonna crack that one open, or is he gonna come from my throat? I feel like I should put Etali out. I mean, part of me says I need to get Atraxa out so I can keep the life link from going crazy. But Etali might get lucky and get an Atraxa. And I'd pick up somebody else. Let's just do it. Are we actually not able to do Atraxa? I now have the right mana blend. Yeah, I'll decline on that one. So I don't need black, I don't need red, but got blue. I don't have white. Zendikar can help with that. He somehow nailed it. He's got his own. All right, come on. And once again, we're all hoping on Etali. Both. One. Whatever. 2. 3. And he's got another one, of course. That's maximum 5. What do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Until I have 6. Thought I had to have 7s. I've got to have 7. Oh, there's a pile right there. Okay. I don't have a white. All right, we'll go for this. We'll get that other white, the whites that I need. I got 2 whites now. How's that sound? 1, 2. And they're both tapped out. Ah. We're done. No attacks. I guess I should have attacked. Because if he ossifies this Atraxa, then he has an open road right to my throat. I don't know what you're planning on doing, man. Ooh, he just went the hard road for it. Do you really have the mana for all that? You do. Alright, I got a plan. It's dragged to the bottom of Leyline Binding. Let's give that a try. Do I have enough just to Angel of Wrath it? Yeah, I think I do. I do 2 of them. There we go. That one. Welcome back, Etali. Lane by Blank is the only thing that's going to do me any good here. Go get the other one back. Let's do that one. All right, the winds have shifted. So you got like 100 guys there, though. You can put out. You can put out the herd. Steal my poor Etali. It's out of zone. What's he down to? 12? I'm at 18. Maybe we could just mill this guy. Yeah, we had 2 Breach the Universes. That'd be great to find that. Looks like it's in my graveyard. There we go. There's Atraxa. That one, yes. I'll Sunfall. That sounds like a good idea. One more? One of these, maybe? Did I not get all 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, actually, that would be really good. Is that a sorcery? Where's my other sorcery at? Right there? Just pinning each other down. What do I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save the herd migration. All right, we can just bounce that, but at least I'll get 3 life out of the deal. What are we looking at? 11 versus 11. Maybe I'm just the one that's... This is not good. Down to 10. He's going to pull some more of his guys. He just took one. Let's trade, baby cakes. I don't know if he realizes that he's losing so much. I guess he's pulling off my game as well. Oh, he's taking them all. Alright, well, no herd migration then. Apparently I got to put out another Atraxa. Let's play it safe. I don't need Sunfall. Sounds like my best course of action. One. Let's just Sunfall this place. All right, 8 to 8. He's doubled up there. Let's Atraxa again. Grab another Sunfall. Go for the face. Well, that guy is huge. What are we rolling on here? 7s. And I've got 6. Yeah, go pull another land out of your library, dude. Go for it. I'm fairly certain I can do both. Look for his face. Come on, you can do it. All right, 33. Land up. All right, I'm gonna got 5 to his 6. I'm not going to do that. We can go get ourselves some more life. And we win! Suck it! I are playing against PapabearxX. Keep. All right, we got any white there? Or we do have a white. Good. Start off with this one. We can pop into the mountain the next turn. Actually, ossify something. Turn off the tree. Just gotta play our land slow and steady. He's not putting anything out. What I would really hate is if he's playing Bombardment. That just gets so dull. If you don't get killed immediately, then you have to suffer through it. That's just ridiculous. I mean, Leyline Binding can take it out. This is 7. That's 7. All we got is just pin some stuff down ahead of time. I can't believe in like the last game I was using Atraxa to just go get board wipes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go get something else. What do I need though? I think good. I'm gonna pull away just because it seems like we always need, I guess, have another white. I didn't really need it. Because we got black and black, so we're good with that. This guy reached the point where he's going to try to counter me. That's exactly what he's going to do. So I'm not putting anything out just because I have nothing to put out. That's the problem. He's still going to try to counter me, though. Oh, he's using it all up. Good. Alright, you still got 1 mana left. There you go. I feel like I should just pin Urbrask down. Now, I want to play something. I'm going to go for Breach the Multiverse. You just end up with playing it all back, huh? Alright, Breach the Multiverse. Sure, let's do that one. And my graveyard, let's take Etali. That'll be fun. Yep. Grab that. Maybe a Sunfall. Grab another land. What else do we want for the Showcase Shogun? Do we already have an Etali out? Yeah, we do. All right. Alright, so I got 2 Leyline Bindings. That's going to be fine. He's got some mana left. So just shot, shot, shot. All right, come on, Papa Bear. You got 2 mana. Atraxa is going to get me 7. Let's get that guy going. Right there. And we win. Suck it, suckerfish. That's what you get. All right, here we are with the 5-color control deck. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this thing did its job. What kind of ratio do I got here? I mean, I got an 80% on-play win ratio. I mean, luckily I said on-play. When I went second, it was a lot less likely, mostly because aggro was aggro, right? It actually did a very good job. It seemed like if I just had one more turn, I'd be able to turn the tide. But aggro would get me down to like, 3 or 4 life, and then it would just shoot me in the face a couple times and I'd be dead. And, it takes a long time to get to Atraxa. Atraxa has lifelink. That's what you're kind of waiting for. Your Archangel of Wrath would also have lifelink, but I didn't really see it. Plus, she could be shot pretty easily. So, yeah, lifelink is kind of few and far between in this deck, but when you get it, you get it. It just takes a long time. But yeah, when you go first, this deck does much better than when you go second. All right, who was the MVP? Let's take a look. It was like Etali and maybe Breach the Multiverse. Those are all 7. They're all 7. That's the biggest problem here. Atraxa, my problem was, Atraxa is great. But what I need, it just takes stuff and puts it in your hand. And after paying 7, I don't have more mana to pay for other things. What I liked about Breach the Multiverse and Etali is you get to go through everybody else's stuff as well as your own and put out more stuff. And so getting things into the battlefield quicker is definitely a mono red, hasty kind of thing that makes me feel better on the inside. So, yeah, Breach the Multiverse and Etali. The only things I don't want to call them the MVP because they're just so expensive. But with this deck, the rest of it's okay. It's almost ramp. It's like ramp and control just until you get yourself up to 6 or 7. And then it's just murder, 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 kill, 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 right? All right, was this deck competitive? Yeah, it was. It was actually fairly decent. I'd say if you're going up against a bunch of aggro, you're not going to do very well. But if you're playing against a wide variety of decks, some like going up against control, this deck's going to do very well. I was always kind of worried about going up against counter spells. I never really did that so much. But I just played it slow against anything I thought was counterspelly and waited till they actually used their mana up. Hated it. That's my inner goblin did not like doing that. But it's what you do to play the game. So was it competitive? I'm going to say, yeah, it was. I'm going to say this is casual competitive at least. Is it ladder climbing? I don't know. It's a good deck. I think that I got it off of Aether Hub, and it said it had like a 74% win rate. That's definitely full-on rate competitive right there. I don't know, man. Yeah, the big thing I can say about this deck, it can be slow. Like, depending on what you're playing against, I played some long games. One of my games was 13. Another one was 17 minutes. I like to top out at about 6. So these things were like twice as long to play. When I mirror matched against another like 5-color, like the same deck, man, we were just going at it. We got down to under 10 cards apiece. I don't know if the other guy was watching his hand, but yeah, it was bad. One of us was going to run out of cards in a couple of turns. It was nasty. All right, was this deck fun? It is fun when you get to start throwing down Breach of the Multiverse and Etali, Bird Migration, Atraxa. My problem is that when I played against the mirror match, and then it wasn't as fun because then I was playing against those same cards, and that sucked. I think the first deck I played against Darth Vader was pretty decent. I don't remember. It was a long time ago at this point. I mean, I had like a half hour between 2 games. My memory only extends for like 7 minutes, so yeah. I think this is a fun deck. The first part is a little bit boring, but once you get into the late game, yeah, man, you start throwing down. It is pretty awesome. I feel bad about playing things like Sunfall and Ossification and Leyline Binding, but it's what this deck type does. All right, was this deck interesting? I mean, yes, mostly because I have not played control decks like this in a while. I mean, it reminds me, it's got a little bit of ramp going on between the Stomper and the Invasion of Zendikar. Its deck is so slow. Just because you have so many of these tri-lands, I just kept getting them constantly. And they force you to, to be, you put it out tapped all the time. And so you're always playing your mana like a turn, after when you actually want it. And it just takes forever to climb up to 7, which is where everything you want to do is actually happening at. Everything before then is pretty much just waiting around and helping you get there. It was all right. I wouldn't say this is a terribly brainy deck, but from the perspective of playing different cards, sure. I mean, whenever I see like a 5-color deck, I always know Atraxa is going to be in there. It's going to be a domain deck. You're going to start seeing like herd migration, and you'll see drag to the bottom. You'll definitely see Leyline Binding. This one went in a slightly different direction, just because we had Sunfall and Ossification, a little bit of ramp with Topiary Stomper and Invasion of Zendikar. So, I dug it. Plus, I liked Archangel of Wrath. We always had a lot of mana. She could always usually do 1 or 2 hits. And the fact that she gets life gain out of the deal too, which really helps you out. I think that she's a good clutch card for this deck. I'd say actually she is going to be the MVP of this deck, other than the fact that with only 3 of them in there, it felt like it took a long time for her to show up. And that was a little disappointing. All right, so let's wrap this thing up. Is this deck competitive? I think yes. I'm going to say absolutely it's a competitive deck. Was this deck fun? Late half fun, absolutely. It had its good points. It was worth playing. It was worth pulling out and keep it in your back pocket, right? Number 3, was this deck interesting? Somewhat. So I'm going to say this deck is a solid A deck just because of its competitiveness, and it's a fairly decent deck to play. Late meta before our rotation, we're always stuck playing the same cards we've been playing for a long time. So you really can't ask for a whole lot as far as innovation and new cards and interesting ways of playing things. But this deck holds it together. So that's why I'm going to say it's a straight A deck. Definitely worth playing and lots of fun. All right, so if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.